it's Sara. I'm the artist in residence and art program supervisor at Keswick Wise Well Center for Healthy Living in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, I'm going to show you another art technique in my home studio. We're going to learn how to make a print using a styrofoam plate, a ballpoint pen, and some acrylic paint. Now, there are a few other materials we're going to need along the way to make this process as easy as possible. If you don't have everything that I show here today, don't worry. You can order a lot of these things online, or there are substitutions that you can use in your own house. The materials that you're going to need include: you're going to need a styrofoam plate. Any size or brand will do. You're going to need a pencil to draw with. This is going to help during the planning stage. You're going to need a ballpoint pen. This is how we're going to make the print on the styrofoam. A palette knife. This is going to help us mix our medium and our acrylic paint together. A couple pieces of paper. A container. Acrylic paint. I have some metallic paint here, and I also have some red. Glazing liquid or acrylic medium. Two rollers. A rolling pin will also work for this technique, but we want two rollers, one to burnish and one to apply the actual paint to the print. A pair of scissors. We're going to use this to cut the styrofoam. So, now that we have all of our materials, let's get started. So what I'm doing here is I'm drawing out my initial idea, and I've decided to draw a bird, a kind of weird, silly looking bird. I enjoy drawing cartoons and other kind of derpy or silly looking things, and so this guy fits right in the mix of my interests. I'm just drawing out some basic details, doing pretty simple line work, nothing too complex, no shading here, just line work. And I'm making the lines dark so I can see them, because I'm going to keep drawing them over and over again once we transfer this to the next step. Now, we're going to cut out our styrofoam plate. And I'm just using the template of the actual plate to cut out a circle. Now, I'm making sure that the bulk of my drawing fits in there. If it doesn't, you can always cut out the styrofoam first and then draw something on the paper and then work your design within that. Now I'm cutting out my design because I want to fit it onto the plate rather than the opposite. There we go. And I'm just placing it over the styrofoam. Now this is where the ballpoint pen comes into play. I'm going to start tracing over my lines over and over again. Now I'm doing this first pass pretty quickly. I've sped up the video so we're not here for 10 to 20 minutes. But there we go. Yep. Layering, layering, layering. I probably did 3 or 4 passes with the pen. Now I'm pressing hard, but I'm not pressing so hard that it's ripping the styrofoam. It will rip the paper though. Now, once I got all of the impressions made with the pen, I'm just giving one more pass with the pen. It's okay to do this. It's not going to ruin your print. There we go. We just drafted out an idea, applied it on our stencil, and then applied that to our styrofoam, which will be the base of our print. But I wanted to show you a couple other things first. You recognize this guy. We just made him together, right? But you can also just cut out a piece of the styrofoam in any shape that you like and draw directly on it with the actual ballpoint pen. Now, what you want to be careful in both instances is you don't want to press so hard that you cut through the styrofoam. It's actually pretty thin, and while it will hold up reasonably well through the layering process with the stencil, it's not going to withstand all your brute strength. Just like when we were doing the paper marbling, you want to be a little bit delicate in some ways with your hand and not press with the full force of all your power. Now, let's get on to the next step. Okay, so we're going to begin by mixing our acrylic paint and our medium. I've decided to use red today. I got to make sure I have my palette knife and my medium. So I'm using the satin glazing liquid, but you can also use a gloss or matte acrylic medium. Liquitex works well. Either is going to slow the process of the acrylic paint drying too fast. Now I'm just putting a little bit in here, not too much. enough where if I want to do like 10 or 12 prints, I can. Now, you want to shake up whatever medium or glazing liquid you're using just to make sure it's incorporated before you add it. And I've done about 2 parts acrylic here, 1 part glazing medium. And now I'm just going to mix it up. You want to make sure that you mix it up really thoroughly. Yep, keep mixing it. You can never mix it too much. You want to make sure it's really thoroughly mixed between the acrylic and the glazing liquid that I'm using, or whatever medium you decide to use. Now, if you decide that you want a little bit more medium in there, that's cool. This is a slow drying medium, so it's going to make sure that it doesn't dry that quickly while we're using it. And that's really, really important here because acrylic paint tends to dry very quickly. All right, now we're going to begin rolling out our acrylic paint and medium mixture. Now, if you're a fancy printmaker, then it's nice to do this on plexiglass or a glass surface or a plastic surface, but I'm a little limited in terms of resources today, so we're just going to roll this out on cardboard. You're going to lay out a little bit of the material or the acrylic that you're going to use, and always put it at the top of whatever space you're rolling it out at, because you're going to be making long movements. There we go. And we're going to start rolling it out. Now you notice right away that it's pretty thick. And what we're going to do is continue to roll it and agitate it. Here, I'm speeding it up for you until it gets a little bit thinner on our actual rolling pin or our rolling device. There we go. Now you're ready to apply it to the actual styrofoam. As you're rolling out your acrylic onto the styrofoam surface, you'll start to see the impression of where you drew. And if it's staying pretty wide, or you can still see the pen marks if you drew with your ballpoint pen directly on the styrofoam, that's a good thing. If all those areas are filling with actual acrylic paint or whatever mixture you've made to create the print, that means that it's too loose and it's too thick on your roller. Once you've rolled out a pretty even coat, then you can print it on your paper. All right, I've put out a piece of paper so I'm not risking getting too much paint from my workstation everywhere. And for this process, I'm just applying the print down, and then I'm taking a clean roller and I'm putting pressure on the back. This is where, if you want to use that brute strength I was talking about earlier, where you can. You're just going to keep rolling until you feel like it's evenly covered, and that the actual acrylic has had time to bond with the paper surface that you're printing onto. Once you're done, you're going to pull it off. There you go. There's our print. Turned out pretty good. First prints are always kind of tricky. They can either be too light or too thick. So let's do another one. There we go. You can see here that we're getting some good coverage. Some of the spots that were missing ink the last time we printed are getting a little bit more covered. You can also see that some of the acrylic is penetrating the space where we drew, but that's okay, because if it's deep enough drawn, then it won't ruin your print. Now we're just applying pressure on the back. This time I've put the print down face up, and I'm putting the paper on top of it and rolling that way. Either method will do, but I prefer this one. Keep applying that pressure. If you stand while you do this, that's good too, because it gives you leverage. All right, let's see how our print turned out. There we go. That one's even better. Excellent. Very exciting. Very exciting. Now for the cleanup. When you're ready, or you've finished printing to your heart's content, you can start to scrape up the leftover acrylic medium mixture and put it back in your container. And you can cover that with tin foil or put it into a plastic sandwich baggie, and that way you can save it for future printmaking endeavors, or you can use it for other acrylic paint projects. And here we go. There's our styrofoam and 2 of our prints that we made today. They turned out pretty good. Ta-da! We did it. It turned out awesome too. I was really pleased. So a few things of note. I did this print maybe less than 3 minutes ago. It's already dry. All right, so that's why we really need that medium or that slow drying liquid for acrylic in there, because if you just try and go with straight acrylic, it's gonna dry on the roller. It's gonna dry on the styrofoam before you even get a chance to print it, and it's not gonna turn out the way you want. Now you're probably thinking, well, how about if I just add a little bit of water to the acrylic instead of medium? That's not really going to work either, because the water is going to disperse the pigment and just make it looser, and it's going to go into all the nooks and crannies of the area that you drew, and then it's not going to make the design you want at all. So those are things to think about. You may be thinking, I don't have a roller like this, I only have a rolling pin, and I only have one rolling pin, I don't have two. That's okay. Take that rolling pin and cover it in saran wrap, all right? And that is going to help protect it so you can use it for cooking. And if you don't have a second rolling device or a rolling pin, use the back of a spoon when you're printing the actual styrofoam print on the paper. Use a spoon. So just take the print and the paper and then use a wooden or metal spoon, the back of it, and just press down. The big thing about printing on the paper isn't that it's essential to have a roller, but that you have something that you have some leverage on so that you can put pressure down onto the paper or onto the print. That's it. Thanks for joining me in my home studio, and I'll see you again soon. Have a wonderful day.